The volume of urine is needed to calculate the sodium excretion in one day. This volume is determined by measuring the weight of the full urine bottles. The urine bottles can be weighed on a calibrated kitchen scale. This scale can measure the weight to an accuracy of 1 gram. This scale must be able to measure at least up to 5 kilograms. The bucket and stirrer are needed to mix the urine. Only small amounts of 24-hour urine are needed to determine sodium, potassium, creatinine and, if required, iodine. These small samples are stored in test tubes. You need at least 2 millilitres of urine per tube and at least 3 different tubes. Use tubes with a screw cap, otherwise it might break when stored in the freezer. It's recommended to always keep an extra tube as a spare. The tubes can be placed in a rack for easy handling. The plastic syringes are used to transfer the urine samples into the test tubes. The markers are used to mark the test tubes with the identical number of the participant. Labels can also be affixed to the tubes. After transferring the urine into the test tubes, these must be stored in a cool place, maximum 4 degrees Celsius, until they're analysed. To this end, the test tubes can be stored in a storage box. This storage box must be suitable for cooling with 4 degrees Celsius iced cold elements. The samples can be stored this way for 14 days. If it takes longer before you can analyse the samples, freezing of the samples is recommended. To work hygienically and to protect the researcher from the urine, disposable gloves and a protective apron or lab coat are worn. Whenever possible, goggles should be worn to avoid urine splashing inadvertently into eyes.